Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into a true classic of mystical horror, John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness, 1987. I first saw this film in the early 90s, as a young, naive fan of The Omen, and it left a lasting impression. Revisiting it now, with a different perspective and more knowledge, I was just as captivated, albeit from a new angle. The film opens with the death of Father Calder, a member of the Brotherhood of Sleepers, a secretive sect. They'd taken a vow of silence, hiding from the Inquisition in a subterranean church for centuries. Intriguingly, the church turns to a scientist, Professor Howard Barak, for help. His lectures seem to blend physics and philosophy, a fascinating mix. He makes statements like, to their horror, scientists have proven that not everything can be proven, and there is order in the universe, but not as we perceive it. Down in the Brotherhood's crypt, we find a spinning vessel containing a green liquid. The vessel is ancient, but recent activity has forced the church to act. The priest wants Barak to scientifically prove the existence of the devil, believing scientific backing will lend credibility to their claims. This raises some interesting questions. How does physics, even Schrödinger's cat, relate to the devil? The connection is clearly intentional. Barak gathers a team of scientists and students to spend a weekend in the church, investigating the anomaly. Strange occurrences begin to mount, vagrants gather outside, worms appear on the windows, and the moon is inexplicably visible during the day. They set up sensors around the vessel, with the team divided on whether it holds an evil entity. Computer translations of ancient texts and differential equations become key pieces of the puzzle. The manuscript suggests the devil imprisoned himself in the vessel to be reborn, a claim supported by the fact the vessel is sealed from the inside. The devil's arrival, it seems, could be explained scientifically within the framework of laws we barely understand. We only know a tiny fraction of the universe's rules, and many things deemed impossible simply lack scientific explanation. The scientists soon discover the vessel's pre-biological liquid is generating biological life, though its nature remains unclear. The idea that it's the devil is dismissed, yet the text suggests the devil is a physical, not spiritual, entity, a convenient lie for the church. There's a striking scene where Walter eats an apple, then discards it, gaining knowledge, but rejecting it as insufficiently truthful. Brian suggests the vessel contains a mind-controlled energy source, a sentient being. Meanwhile, some of the substance enters Susan, the radiologist. Was it a physical liquid, or a fragment of consciousness that manifested as liquid in her eyes? I lean towards the latter, given a simultaneous kinetic energy surge. It seems the Prince of Darkness was manipulating events from within his container. And why does the devil mention that Pluto, the god of the underworld, can't save them? Hades and hell aren't quite the same thing. Soon, Walter and others begin experiencing vivid dreams, not dreams, but transmissions of information, impossible to receive while awake. These messages originate from 1997, showing a figure in a dark doorway. The Brotherhood also saw this dream, yet failed to decipher it. It's a fragmented message, a warning of the devil's embodiment, and the creation of an anti-world far worse than a Terminator-style AI. This is a phenomenon generated by the universe itself, if the devil is the antipode of God. The concept of a looking-glass world is introduced, not a reflection, but an anti-world. Ultimately, the surviving scientists are trapped in the church, besieged by the possessed and the vagrants outside. The vagrants' susceptibility to the devil's influence suggests a vulnerability in their minds, unlike those of ordinary people. The conception of the Antichrist is almost immaculate. A biological substance from the vessel is implanted in Kelly, an unsuspecting graduate student. She doesn't give birth, she becomes the devil, or the Antichrist, a force capable of drawing the anti-god from the anti-world. And she almost succeeds. Mirrors, often seen as simple reflectors, could be portals to another reality. When Catherine and Kelly enter the mirror, the external influence ceases. Perhaps Catherine's visions weren't just transmissions from the future, but from another reality, guiding her actions. In conclusion, Prince of Darkness is one of Carpenter's best. Many reviews focus on the low budget, a cameo by a rock musician, and religious themes. But Carpenter attempts to ground the devil's existence in science, highlighting our limited understanding of the universe. The focus isn't on characters or plot, but on ideas and concepts. It's a unique vision, drawing from a source of universal knowledge, making it worthy of deeper analysis. After all, Schrödinger's cat exists as both alive and dead, its state determined by the observer. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.